Greetings, community. It's Kevin of NCBD Comics, and I'm here to bring you another edition of Kevin's most anticipated reads for tomorrow, 8/31, 2022. Now, there's not a huge list. However, there is a list of well over seven. So, let's kind of mosey on in there. Relax. It's not going to be too many, but it's a nice ease into it. Nice and gentle. First read, starting off with Amazing Fantasy 1000. Spider-Man is celebrating a birthday of sorts, and a bunch of creators got together, threw this name on it, Amazing Fantasy. Doesn't really relate, but it's cool stories. It's basically a whole smorgasbord full of Spider-Man stories. The cool thing is we get a taste of a bunch of different creators over the times in which that they want to go ahead and celebrate their moment that they want to write about. I was told that there was a couple of writers that, well, anyways, cool thing is you do get a flavor of writers that excel in the genre of Spider-Man that they write the best, in my opinion, and that's why Amazing Fantasy 1000 is one of my most anticipated reads. Hey, how you doing, brother? So, off from Amazing Fantasy 1000, moving over to Ant-Man number 2. Now, Ant-Man number 2, the first one was pretty cool. It's all right. Number 2, I hope to be just as well. It is if I recall, 4-issue miniseries. We're going to get a feel of an Ant-Man that's kind of traveling through time, like a future Ant-Man, but they're all touching through these other Ant-Man. Men? Okay. It's going to be almost like the Gwenverse, kind of traveling through the multiverse type thing, but in an Ant-Man fashion. A little bit of its own flavor or uniqueness, but it still has the same kind of feel. That doesn't mean I'm not looking forward to it, or it would have been on this list. Of course I am. I love Ant-Man. So should you. Moving on from Ant-Man, we'll go over to Moon Knight, issue number 4. Now, this is Moon Knight, Black Knight, and Blood. This is a 4-issue miniseries that was an anthology. Each issue, if I recall, had 3 little mini anthology style stories within. And the cool thing is it really gave you a good feel of a character if you had no clue who this character is. And what I mean by that is I didn't really know anything about Moon Knight. As long as I've been collecting, reading books, I never jumped over into the Moon Knight place. So this for me was a cool place to jump on because I knew it was only 4 issues. I knew of those 4 issues, there was 3 stories. So essentially, I was getting 12 stories. Thought it was a cool way of going ahead and get a feel of what this character was like. I knew they would kind of give a little bit of back history, and I knew they'd kind of give you a good depth understanding of a quick overlay of what this character is. And I appreciate it for what it is. That's why I'm looking forward to reading this final issue of number 4 from Moon Knight. Moving from Moon Knight, cruising over to Hellcop, issue number 10. Now, this is an Image title that is very well written. It's very, very in jest. There's nothing there that is really serious. The cool thing is they're taking supernatural things and they're explaining what they mean, where they come from, and how they are. And I get a kick out of the satirical nature of this storyline, and I really like it. I really, really do. I hope these Hellcop, which I haven't looked into, goes on forever. I hope this never stops. So Hellcop is definitely one of my most anticipated reads. Moving up from Hellcop, we go over to, all right, now here we're getting really deep. Blink. Now, Blink issue number 2 is a Oni Press title that is really wild. It's twisting my noggin just a little bit. I only got to briefly check out issue number 1. I'm still playing catch up and a little bit of mustard. So on the condiment side, I'm fine. But as far as catching up on all the reading, I'm not. I'm still kind of making my way towards truly getting back into Blink issue number 1, and getting a more saturated feel. I went over it so fast. I guess that's probably why I just went, what? So I am looking forward to number two because it did tickle my fancy enough to where I really want to go back and read issue number one. It was interesting enough to where I want to go back there. So that's why issue number two is on one of my most anticipated reads for tomorrow. Moving up from Blink. All right, now check this out. This was a hard one to figure out in the next three. So Forever Forward by Zach Kaplan, it definitely made one of my most anticipated reads, and it almost made my blue light special. But because of the other two that I'm going to name after, it just got kind of edged out. But that doesn't mean that one, I don't look forward to reading this book, and two, look forward to talk to Zach more about this book because when last I spoke to him about it, he was rather excited about this title. I was rather excited about this title. And being that I am a real science geek, and he was throwing all this stuff at me, I was just drooling in anticipation about this read Forever Forward. Dropping tomorrow, 8/31, 2022. Moving over from Forever Forward, we cruise over to Playthings, issue number 3. This is a weird ride, and I'm really enjoying it. The fact that this individual gets shrunk down and it's amongst these toy things and it's getting manipulated by these individual toys, which I really want to. I can't wait till, in some regard, to the series is over so I can read the whole thing over again. But I want to read each individual one and just kind of pass over it because I know this is an onion of a read. There's multiple layers to this storyline, and I know that the more you read, the more you can get out of it. And it's definitely true for the art. The art is very textured, it's very vibrant, and it's as vibrant as it is, it's pasteled. It's wild. I really dig this series, and I'm just it's one of my most anticipated reads for tomorrow. But moving from there, as my most anticipated read for tomorrow, and I almost got this down. I got to get some rocker switches. My blue light special. That's right. Alice Ever After issue number 5 is finishing out this whole storyline. This is the 5th issue of number 5, and this story, this is exactly what I really thought Alice was happening to her, and the whole idea of the old fable of Alice in Wonderland. I just figured she was tripping. I really did, and and we get this story, and to me, being that it resonates with my own beliefs, I guess that's why I really connect with the story. And it's very well written. It's very well drawn. I look forward to this issues every month that they were coming out. And I could not, as you see, as it being my blue light special, could not anticipate a title any more than this one for tomorrow, 8/31, 2002. And that's it for me. That's your Pete. Take care, everybody.